Gentlemen, I want to start with a question, and I need your honesty. Have you ever wished you could last longer, feel fully in control, and actually enjoy intimacy without that constant worry about finishing too soon? You're not alone. This is something many men quietly struggle with, especially after hitting 40, 50, even 60. And here's the thing, there's good news. The solution doesn't always come from a pill or some complicated trick. Imagine this. Applying a single, natural oil before self-stimulation or intimacy could change the way your body reacts. Not by numbing you, not by shutting anything down, but by calming your nerves, improving circulation, and giving you steadier control. Today, I'm going to guide you through several natural oils that do exactly this. I'll explain how they work inside your body, show you how to apply them correctly, and share a simple nightly routine that can transform your confidence in just a few weeks. But before we dive in, I have a small request. Tap that like button to support the channel. Comment below and tell me where you're watching from. I love seeing men from all over the world join this community. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe so you don't miss these weekly, science-backed tips for men's vitality. Now, most men think of oils as just lubricants, something slippery that makes things glide easier. That's partly true, but the right natural oils do so much more. They interact with your skin, your blood vessels, your nerve endings. Here's what usually happens as we age. The nerves in the pelvic region become oversensitive. They fire too quickly, and before you know it, you've reached the finish line much faster than you wanted. The pelvic muscles tighten without you even realizing it, restricting blood flow and making it harder to stay firm. And over time, the blood vessels in the groin area become stiffer, which reduces healthy circulation, the lifeblood of performance. The problem isn't just in your head, it's biological. That's where natural oils come in. Applied the right way, some oils can calm overactive nerves, relax tight pelvic muscles, and nourish blood vessels so they deliver stronger, steadier blood flow. This means your body doesn't sprint to the finish line anymore. Instead, you gain control not just in the bedroom, but over your confidence, your dignity, and your connection with your partner. If we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Dr. Jocelyn Carter, a urologist with over 5 years helping men restore their vitality naturally. I've seen men in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and even beyond completely transform their performance with just a few smart, natural changes. No risky pills, no gimmicks, no shame. And here's something important. Struggling with finishing too soon doesn't mean you're weak or broken. This is purely biology, and biology can be retrained. Step by step, we'll go through the oils I recommend most often and how they can make a real difference. Let's start with the first oil, castor oil, what I like to call the deep worker. If you've ever applied castor oil to sore joints, you know it has this thick, almost velvety texture. But what makes it truly unique is a compound called ricinoleic acid. This substance penetrates deep into muscles and blood vessels, reaching layers that other oils can't touch. When applied to the perineum, the soft area between the base of the scrotum and the anus, it does 3 powerful things. It relaxes tight pelvic muscles, soothes hypersensitive nerves, and boosts circulation. One of my patients, Mark, a 6'2" retired teacher, told me, "Doc, it feels like my body is finally cooperating instead of rushing me along." After 3 weeks of consistent castor oil use, he didn't just last longer, he felt calmer, more confident, and more in control during intimacy. That's the power of castor oil. It's not just a lubricant, it's therapeutic. Next, we have coconut oil, the cushion. Light, smooth, and silky, coconut oil doesn't penetrate as deeply as castor oil, but it creates a protective layer over the nerves. Instead of feeling a sharp rush of stimulation, your body receives gentler signals, giving you more time to enjoy the experience. On top of that, it's naturally antibacterial, helping keep sensitive skin irritation-free. For men struggling with early climax, this soft, protective touch can make a noticeable difference. Then comes olive oil, which I call the circulation helper. Packed with antioxidants like vitamin E, it keeps blood vessels flexible and responsive. When massaged into the perineum or along the shaft, it not only lubricates but also nourishes blood vessels, keeping them elastic and promoting steady blood flow. Safe, affordable, and effective, olive oil is a fantastic starting point for men looking to build better control naturally. Finally, almond oil, the oil of calm. Lightweight, silky, And fast-absorbing almond oil is rich in vitamin E and magnesium. It's excellent for relaxing muscles and calming nerves. For men who climax too quickly, almond oil works like a gentle whisper. Slow down, relax, you've got this. Consistently applied, it helps retrain the body's rhythm, making intimacy a more controlled, enjoyable experience. Understanding the benefits of these oils is just the first step. The next step is applying them correctly. How you use these oils matters as much as which oils you choose. Now, let's get practical, because knowing which oils to use is only half the battle. How you apply them makes all the difference. First, set the scene. Make sure you're in a relaxed, comfortable environment where you won't be interrupted. Your body responds best when your mind is calm. Next, hygiene is key. Wash your hands thoroughly and clean the area you're going to massage. Warm the oil slightly by rubbing it between your palms. This not only makes it more comfortable, but also helps it absorb better. Start by focusing on the perineum, that soft spot between the base of your scrotum and your anus. Use slow, circular motions, letting your hands move gently and deliberately. The goal isn't speed, it's consistency and control. Massage this area for about 5 to 10 minutes. As you do this, notice how the muscles start to relax, how the nerves become less jumpy, and how the area warms and feels more responsive. This is your body adjusting to a new rhythm, and that rhythm is key to lasting longer and feeling in control. Once you've completed the massage, you can proceed with self-stimulation or intimacy. The effect is subtle but powerful. Instead of your body rushing to the finish line, it begins to follow a controlled pace. This isn't an overnight miracle, but if you do this consistently for 2 to 3 weeks, you'll notice a tangible difference. Your body learns a new rhythm, one that's slower, steadier, and far more enjoyable. Instead of sprinting, your body jogs. Instead of reacting instantly, it responds thoughtfully. And I want to remind you, if you've struggled with finishing too soon, it's not a reflection of weakness or failure. You've simply trained your body in one way, and now it's ready to learn another. Men, even in their 70 seconds, have rebuilt control, confidence, and stamina by following these simple, natural methods. The combination of the right oils, proper technique, and consistent practice is all it takes to retrain your body. Let's talk about results, because seeing real-life changes is what really drives confidence. Take Mark, the 6'2" retired teacher I mentioned earlier. After 3 weeks of using castor oil consistently, he didn't just last longer. He felt calmer, more in control, and more present during intimacy. He told me, "Doc, it's like my body finally listens to me instead of rushing me along." And Mark isn't unique. I've seen men in their 40s, 50s, 60s, even 70s completely transform their performance with these methods. The common thread isn't magic. It's biology, patience, and consistency. Here's what happens when you stick with it. The pelvic muscles that used to tighten involuntarily start to relax. The nerves that fired too quickly now send signals more evenly, giving your body time to respond naturally. Blood vessels become more flexible and deliver steadier circulation, which helps maintain firmness and prolong performance. It's a subtle shift, but it's profound. Your body stops sprinting and starts pacing itself, creating a rhythm that feels natural, controlled, and pleasurable. Beyond the mechanics, there's another layer: the psychological impact. When your body cooperates, your confidence grows. You stop fearing the finish line and start enjoying the experience fully. Intimacy becomes a space for connection rather than anxiety. Men report feeling more dignified, more self-assured, and even more connected to their partners. That confidence carries over into everyday life, creating a positive feedback loop where mind and body reinforce each other. And remember, this isn't just about lasting longer, it's about reclaiming control over your own body. It's about understanding that biology isn't a limitation. It's a system that can be guided and retrained. Using these oils consistently, applying them correctly, and committing to the routine transforms your physical responses and rewires your nervous system. That's why even men who struggled for decades can rebuild their confidence and regain control in just a few weeks. Now, here's my challenge to you. Pick one oil castor, coconut, olive, or almond, and start tonight. Commit to a consistent routine for 3 weeks, applying it the way we discussed. Don't skip days. Don't rush. Your body needs repetition to form a new rhythm, a rhythm that's slower, steadier, and fully in your control. After just a few weeks, you'll notice the difference not just in lasting longer, but in how confident and assured you feel in your own skin. This isn't just about performance. It's about reclaiming your dignity. It's about waking up each morning knowing that your body responds the way you want it to. It's about deepening your connection with your partner because you're fully present, fully in control, and fully enjoying the experience. And remember, struggling with finishing too soon isn't a reflection of weakness or failure. It's biology, and biology can be retrained. Men in their 70s who thought they'd lost control decades ago have rebuilt confidence and restored intimacy simply by following these natural, consistent methods. So here's what I want you to do next. Choose your oil, start tonight, and stay consistent for 3 weeks. Observe the changes, feel the rhythm shift, and then come back and share your experience. Your journey can inspire others who are struggling in silence. If you found this helpful, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe for weekly science-backed tips, and share this with a friend who could benefit. I am Dr. Jocelyn Carter. Take care of your health, take care of your confidence, and take control of your body. Remember, lasting longer isn't about a pill or a trick. It's about understanding your biology, training it gently, and giving yourself the tools to succeed naturally. Start tonight. Your body is ready to learn a new rhythm, and your confidence is ready to follow.